Speaking of tag teams, though, Los Garza wins the AAA Tag Team Championships. And why? Why? I don't get this at all. Like, we have our one of our two Hispanic tag teams win the AAA Tag Team Championships? Really? Like, this is the direction that we wanted to go in? Let's just have Los Garza winning? Like, here's my thing, like, with this whole WWE partnership. It feels like, for the most part, these other companies are kind of getting, like, the short end of the stick here, because it's like, you have Los Garza, of all your tag teams, win the tag team championships. And then, like, people are saying, like, oh, well, Los Garza now needs to be on SmackDown with those belts so you can really help elevate AAA. Buddy, who the fuck cares about Los Garza? Who the hell cares? And didn't we just have a whole storyline of Berto possibly leaving Legado del Fantasma? Well, how the hell are you gonna have that breakup now? Are you having Angel also leave? Okay, but then are they both gonna be with Andrade, or what the hell are they gonna be doing? But like, who the hell cares about Los Garza? Who the hell actually cares about Los Garza? If I see Los Garza with two belts, bro, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I'm gonna think that these are just probably some like commemorative belts. I'm gonna think these guys got participation belts, man. I'm not gonna care in the slightest. I am not going to. The casual fan is not gonna care about freaking Los Garza, who they already don't care about as is, having tag team belts. I'm just keeping it a stack. When folks seen Sol Ruca with that damn speed belt, ain't nobody care. Nobody was going around the internet asking, what's that belt that Sol Ruca's carrying? Nobody even knows that Sol Ruca is a double champion. Because nobody cares. You have to put the belts on the bigger people that actually are credible. Now, mind you, Sol Ruca, great. Nobody cares, though. Nobody cares. Like, it's not like Sol Ruca. Well, I don't want to say nobody cares about Sol Ruca, but it's like putting it on somebody more credible than Sol Ruca would have helped the belts out. Like, you put that on, like, it's probably also a speed belt as well, so nobody even cares about that. So, like, never mind. I'll stay with Sol Ruca because literally nobody cares about that belt. But, like, with Los Garza, I would have put that possibly on the Street Profits. I would have possibly put that on Rey Mysterio's tag team with LW, like either Rey Mysterio and, well, he's hurt, so you probably can't do that. But you could have put it on like maybe LWO because Rey Mysterio's there, so at least it gets more attention. You could put it on them, but even then, no, I probably wouldn't put it on them either. You could have put it on New Day. You could put it on Street Profits, two teams that are tag teams, that are tag team champion. Well, not tag team, not my bad. You could have put it on them because they're tag team champions. You could have also just built up Legado del Fantasma to be a much more credible tag team, and there's also that as well. Like, if you'd done that, then maybe we would care, but no, you could have put it on DIY, could have put it on MCMG. That's a really credible tag team. Didn't want to put it on them. You could have put it on maybe Nick and Ryan Nemeth. I think they're a bit more credible of a tag team because Nick Nemeth's a more credible wrestler than Los Garza. Like, the partnership doesn't help if you're putting the belts on less than credible wrestlers. It's the same thing with Trick Williams. I think Trick Williams looks a lot better. And yes, he is a much bigger star. And yes, people are going to see the TNA belt places that they haven't seen it in a long time. But the problem is people are going to see Trick Williams wrestle and they're going to be like, okay, this guy's boring. Like, put it on somebody credible. The TNA championship would have been a lot better on a better wrestler. Had Wesley actually been treated properly, they could have put the belt on him. You could have put it onto Javon Evans. I think Javon Evans would have been great with that belt. I would have possibly put it onto Ethan Page. I think he would have been great with the belt. I think even somebody like Ricky Saints would have been a lot more credible with the belt. Putting on the Trick Williams, it's like you're putting it onto a guy that you've been trying to work out for like 4 or 5 years now, and literally nothing has worked. And he just looks worse and worse by the seconds. He finally looks a little better on the mic now with the whole Hollywood trick gimmick, which is literally Carmelo Hayes 2.0. You could have put the belt on Carmelo Hayes, by the way. You could have put it on somebody that's not on NXT, your developmental brand, and put it on somebody on the main roster so that it can get shown off on the main roster because more people will watch Raw and SmackDown than they do NXT. And I guess you could say, like, well, wouldn't the same thing apply to Los Garza? No, because nobody cares about Los Garza. That's the big issue there, is nobody cares about Los freaking Garza. I'm sorry to tell y'all that. So it's like, I feel like WWE is just, they're doing like whatever with the partnership. You know, you have Worlds Collide, you have Triple Mania, you have TNA folks there as well. So it's like, you're doing a bit better with it than like it was at the start. But it just feels like it feels like they're just treating it like as if like y'all are the little guys and we are going to give you as little of our guys as possible. We're not going to give you our top guys by any means. We're not going to give you anybody who's even remotely near the top. So if they're top mid-card guys, no, they're not getting no, you're not going to get them to hold your championships and all that, because for whatever reason, it's like I understand like you have like this whole storyline right now with the Wyatt Six and the tag division and all that stuff, and that's why you probably don't have Los Garza there. But bro, I want to put them belts on Pretty Deadly. They look a lot more credible than Los Garza. I'm gonna be a whole stack with you. They look a lot more credible than Los Garza, man. Like I just don't get me wrong. I don't think it was a bad I don't think it's like a horrible decision, because at least you put the belts onto a tag team, like within your company, at least on the main roster, not like freaking like the mid card anything. I mean, not NXT or anything like that. But I would have put them on Fraction. But it's like, at least you put them on somebody. But it's just like, oh brother, you put them on Los Garza. Mind you, the event was not that great to begin with, so it's like that's already bad as is. Also, Vikingo is once again getting booed. I'm just at this point. This is why I said I don't really care for AAA too much, because this AAA crowd is like so damn Alberto Del Patron enamored. Like they just really love this dude, even though he's like a sick ass human being. Mind you, I think Vikingo is not like the most charismatic by any means. I think like a really great wrestler, and that's probably it. But it's like the way that they be like treating Alberto, the way that, like compared to how they treat Vikingo, who's actually like a decent human being, is like pretty freaking like compared to Alberto. This guy Vikingo is a damn angel, man. My goodness. Like, oh my God. Like, nah, man. The way y'all be treating that man, it is absolutely crazy. But I don't know. I just hope that I do hope that like a AAA team, like a AAA wrestler or even a TNA wrestler is able to get a belt off of one of the WWE guys or one of the NXT folks, because it's just like, you can't keep having your wrestlers be the first ones to get it and then not have any of their wrestlers get it. Like, I would have loved to have seen a world where maybe Octagon Jr. got the belt off of Dom because Finn got involved. I would have loved to have seen a world where maybe one of the TNA or AAA tag teams get the belts off of Hank and Tank, because I think they're just not doing anything with that belt. But we're probably going to have a bunch of AEW wrestlers getting more belts in, NXT, because NXT is literally just NXT AEW. So it's just like, yeah, I don't know what the hell they're doing there. But I do think that's one of these TNA or AAA guys, they got to get it next, man. They got to get it next. Again, whether it is Joe Hendry, whether it is, I don't even want Mike Santana. Well, Mike Santana, yeah, he could be. But I want them getting like an NXT belt, not a freaking TNA belt. So whether it is a guy like Joe Hendry, whether it is a guy like, I guess Nick Nemeth or Mustafa Ali would be also options, but they're like ex-WWE as well. So I want like someone that's from TNA or from AAA originally. Like Jordan Grace would be a great one, but now she's already a part of WWE, so it doesn't really help. But like just somebody from these rosters to get a belt from somebody that is on the WWE or NXT roster. So I think Dom right now is a great target. I think Gunther could possibly be a great target if he does hold it past SummerSlam. You can have Vikingo come and get that belt off him if you really want to. You could have Joe Hendry facing against Gunther and winning would be crazy, but you could have that match happen as well. You could have Joe Hendry get it off of Dom. You could have Vikingo get it off of Dom. You could have Hendry or even Leon Slater get the belts off of somebody in WWE or NXT. I think it needs to happen, though, to make the partnership look a lot more credible. Again, the partnership is still new, so I'm not going to give it not going to go too crazy with it, but I want them to show. I just want them by the end of this year, by the end of this year, if a TNA or AAA wrestler has not won a belt from WWE or NXT, first off, I don't really care actually if AAA doesn't get a belt or not, because fuck them and Conan as well. But if somebody from TNA specifically does not get a belt from a WWE or NXT wrestler, I'm going to be a little mad. And I'm going to say the partnership was screwed. The partnership was screwed, and this is literally just WWE taking over two markets and potentially going to be buying out TNA within like the next year or so. So, yeah.